There's a fire that burns inside. It's an instinct that never lies. The target's tattooed between our eyes. Stand and fight under the lights on the higher stage. A part of your life they can't take away. Just like the blood running through your veins. Watching through your eyes. There's only two options: win or die. Win or die. Win or die. It went from a spark to an open flame. Now destiny's calling out your name. So reply, so reply. There's a power that's underneath, and you can't see it till you believe. On the edge of infinity. Feel the rush under the light.
Final arrow and wild grove goes in, except 280C's failing UCC, turning it around with Michelangelo just burning the match on front end. Dipsy goes in, Wondy picks up the kill and the fight. Wondy gets taken down.
So no flash away into the hole and wala si Arce.
A bit too low and Keel Ray, that would be a third.
No time to talk. This is the final one, and I'm just saying I'm not playing. Take a walk. No time to talk. You've got a long way ahead. You better hear what I say and take a walk.
Good evening, Summoners, and we welcome you back to the Garena LoL Collegiate League Summer 2017, powered by Lenovo Challenge. What you know, I am Vulcan, your shoutcaster, and with me is Arctic. This is going to be the last game of the scheduled stream of tonight.
Yes, indeed, man. Oh man, am I particularly anticipating this game because National University, one of the teams that's coming in really strong into the LCL, going up against TIP Manila, one of the neophytes of the term, not because TIP neophytes in the sense that because the last TIP that we had was from QC Metro East, so this is the Metro West Manila.
So seeing how the previous game has went with FAU, TIP, oh my goodness, it's going to be a huge blow knowing that when Janine was not available for that game, they have actually suffered a crushing defeat against FAU's mid lane Azir. Well, let's see. Will it be the same routine as we saw in the previous game where TIP, do they really need their star player Janine to actually win a game? Or could Anna step it up and fill in the shoes and show his teammates what he's got?
Yes, and Animus definitely quite the shoes that he's filling on. Though technically, he is the main roster player right there. You are really loving this right now. Just breathe, there you go.
You just said feeling in that shoe size, so I assume something else, but National University was on the red side on the first bans. handling out, it would be the Rakan and Kazakh. So you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, looking at these bands here, Rakan, Kazakhs, as well as the Gragas here. So, yeah, I mean, the thing here with TIP is that I definitely have faith in them, regardless of whether or not they feel Janine, because they qualified without Janine. So it goes to show that they have the raw potential even without him. It's just that it's kind of like my personal experience with the PGS. You could be the best in the qualifiers, like through Piltover's Finest. But once you roll with the big boys, once you actually in the pinnacle of what you could achieve, that's where you start faltering, because there's a huge learning curve that you're not able to adapt to. So TIP, that's perhaps maybe the scenario that they're in right now. They perform decently during the qualifiers, but there's the steep learning curve once you're actually in the league.
So let's see, will the little boys make it to the big boy game with TIP finishing their bans with a Cho'Gath? As for National University taking the countermeasures, removing the Kog'Maw and Janna combo, so that would be a hover. A Vi. Interesting.
I haven't seen a Vi. I haven't seen a Vi in quite a while. That would be a nice lock-in though,
But
no baited into the Sejuani.
As we all see, Sejuani is majority of the favorite, the most favorite pick in the jungle due to the mechanics of the Permafrost, one of the highly picked raid champions in the LCL so far, actually. And also Jarvan, same with the Tristana and Lulu, almost mirroring the competitive scene internationally.
Cold is not bothering them whatsoever with these constant picks on the Sejuani here. Man, oh man, I mean, Tristana and Lulu, of course, going to be locked in by for Pixelated as well as Gabsu. So, yeah, I mean, this is going to be interesting.
Look at that. That's a Varus pick up with a Braum, which is very interesting. Against the Lulu and Tristana, which, in my opinion, that it's more powerful. Definitely more powerful. Tristana and Lulu will win, no questions, because of the sheer mechanics and how Lulu really complements Tristana together. If Lulu has the Ardent Ancestor mechanic, because of the Ardent Ancestor mechanic, this makes Lulu and Tristana very powerful. Whereas for the Varus and the Braum, of course, there's the Braum that's going to be a lot of CC, Permafrost and Frostbite from the Braum's passive. That would be very beneficial. But right now, National University getting the Jarvan for the last pick.
Yeah, I mean, no surprises right here, but let's go ahead and focus what TIP picked here. So there's definitely a lot of CC right off the bat. And the Sejuani, the Braum, the Varus ultimate, even as a slow to an extent. So interesting, you know, there's definitely a lot of holding power that they could execute here. A lot of great engage tools as well, in a sense. All three technically have some sort of engage that they could use, I'd say. But we'll just have to see how this eventually wraps up as they finish up on their composition here. Orianna and Syndra going to be taken away from TIP. Fiora and Galio in exchange, really banning out Paul Kappa here. Assuming that this is, because they're not even sure where this Jarvan is going, but looks like indeed they may have predicted correctly if this Trundle does get locked in.
So this would be the Jarvan top, and I really love the bans coming in from TIP. Highly meta bans in a way that Rakan somehow really hinders.
Is that going to be a Seraph? Man.
Okay, now that you're bringing up a Seraph right now, this is going to be interesting. No mid laner has been picked yet for National University. Note that no mid laner has been revealed just yet. So this will be top Jace against a interesting picks. TIP going all out, all muscles, no questions asked. This is going to be a heavy melee-based composition to stack up those Frostbites, Permafrost. This is going to be pure crowd control. As for National University, they will be securing the Cassiopeia for their mid lane. A Darius top, interesting.
Wow, Darius as well as a Sarah. TIP really pulling out some interesting pocket picks here. But nonetheless, how this will eventually translate into going up against National University's composition, I'll give them the benefit of that maybe. But let's go ahead and try to look at it from a more objective standpoint here. So Serath definitely doesn't want to get dived in by Jarvan the Force without a doubt. But then again, he could function efficiently just from a range, and at the same time, you know, there's definitely some great front line here in the form of the Darius, the Sejuani, as well as the Braum. But
well, I would actually recommend that they do not at all. TIP does not entirely, you know, fall under the Jarvan's gank, because that's going to be very difficult, and that's going to be a nightmare. This might be just a repeat of what we saw with FEU if TIP does not actually stack up well against the mid laner, which is going to be the Cassiopeia. And as for the matchup goes, I'm really interested to see how the Braum will behave with the Varus in a way that Roana can deny so much damage. Jim is there, Jim Flessim is there for the Darius. Kind of counters the Trundle in a way that Trundle will always have to continuously fight, but the fact that he can reduce some AD hinders the ultimate damage output.
But yeah, one thing I'm also looking at here for TIP is, in order for this Darius to really function, you know, there's a lot of heavy reliance that the TCC, in order for the Darius to get into the fights, is there. Because there's a lot of champions that could just kind of kite around this Jarvan, I'd say, to
a lot. I would say the Lulu would be such a hindrance with the Polymorph and the Tristana. The Trundle with the Ice Pillar.
Exactly.
I'm pretty curious why a Darius
with the Frozen
pick.
Domain, not to mention.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many ways a lot of these champions could kite around a Darius. Even the Cassiopeia gets the movement speed, landing the poison properly. So at the end of the day, it's really all about execution. TIP is going to be put at the ultimate test as to whether or not they could come together, make this composition work, get the synergy on, live up to their win conditions to pull off a win against National University. Because National University thus far, I gotta say, not a defeat to their name if I'm not mistaken. So clearly one of the top contenders from what I'm seeing here. Personally, what I've expected from the beginning based on how they performed in the qualifiers. So at the end of the day, we'll just have to see.
Let's see. So to the viewers out there, who are you rooting for the last game of tonight's stream? Will it be TIP bouncing back from the defeat they had with FAU, or will it be National University taking away another victory towards TIP there? So because if what happened in the previous game affects them again this time, this is going to be a huge loss, because 2 losses in one day, that's not how you want to end a day.
Not just that, they even encountered a defeat yesterday in a very convincing manner. So there's definitely a lot of pressure on TIP if they still want to make it into the running for making it into the playoff stage of our conference, because technically out of these 8 here, they're going to be dwindled down to only the top 4 that'll proceed at the chance to win our big prizes for the LCL this time around. I know I want on some of it, but unfortunately, I'm not playing it. I don't think I'm at LCL caliber, so dang it.
So with that being said, to know that Arctic's level is not LCL quality, I think it's pretty much common sense, and anyone's knowledge that it's obvious.
I hate you.
But to the viewers out there, if you think you have what it takes to, let's see, I'm pretty good in solo queue. I'm pretty good in some matchmake games. I have what it takes. Why don't you try it yourself with the LCL? But not right now. The registrations are closed. But after you see this, after you watch today's stream, maybe you will be inspired. Let's say, man, that's not how you play it. Maybe I can do it better. And that is the starting point where you might start your own team, but it's easier said than done. I mean, it's not just playing the game. Not just playing the game that matters in the LCL. It's all about managing, practicing, socializing, teamwork, cooperation. I mean,
yeah, all comes together.
All comes together. If it was that easy to start a team and win just by playing a game, then that's not how what LCL is all about.
No, not just LCL, but in general.
In general, PGS also.
Exactly. So, of course, ladies and gents, once again, you are tuned in for what is currently the game between Technological Institute of the Philippines, Manila, versus National University. Who will prevail? We'll just have to find out. And you definitely looking to be a favorite to win this, but then again, I still have a lot of faith with TIP Manila. I mean, even without you.
This is going to be actually a test whether, or actually a huge statement. If all the games where Janine is absent and TIP lost, that is a huge blow to the name. And if that's going to give other enemies information, let's say, hey, we're going to be playing against TIP, who's their mid laner. It's not anymore Janine. So they'll be like, what? I feel a bit relaxed because I know that it's not Janine. Right now, this is TIP's chance to prove themselves that we don't need Janine all the time. We have what it takes to carry our own weight and make sure Anna, from what happened previously, can step it up in this matchup.
Yeah, I actually like that name. It's a pretty long name that he has there, but then again,
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out how. I mean, it's of course there's that general vibe of anonymous, but then again, Anna may be an inspiration.
The story behind it was he wanted to put the word Anna in anonymous, so anonymous like that. So I have a really short tongue. I can't do that. Maybe you can do it because you have a longer tongue than me. But to sum it up, Anna, I'm gonna just call him Anna, and I'm gonna call Jim class him as just Jim.
Yeah, my boys Anna and Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
So
you go.
this is what I like about LCL. I mean, diversity, team names. It's more relaxed in a way that this could be your testing grounds to see, do you have what it takes to maybe step up to the next level, make it to the PGS? Well, let's get straight to the game to see, will TIPGG bounce back from their defeat against FEU, facing off against National University RE.
So there you have it, folks. Into the game we go. And wow, I mean, looking at things though, looks like TIP gonna try to go for a little bit of a sneaky here.
I mean, no strings attached. You want to do everything you want to do before calling it quits. So this is going to be TIP. They want to show the teams that, hey, just because Jenny is not here does not mean that we are that weaker. That this is going to be their stand. This is going to be a statement. They cannot afford to lose this. Otherwise, this is going to hurt their pride. And I know how much pride you have, Arctic.
Not really.
Oh.
Not really.
Because,
But
you know, it's,
ooh, this is interesting
it's
though.
TIP, you know.
No, not really. But
Bitter.
I mean, with Paul Kappa here actually getting spotted out here, realizing that he is in danger. So this will thwart any potential maneuvers here by TIP, but looks like they will be transitioning for a steal themselves onto this red buff. So, yeah, I mean,
If I recall in one interview with a pro player in the world, I'm not really familiar with the name, sadly, but I think it was from Longzhu. He said that he would never go for a one-for-one trade. Never a one-for-one trade.
No.
It always has to be that I need to be the one who always wins in that trade-off. And this has to be the scenario where when a one-for-one trade does happen, no one gets the advantage. It's nothing.
no.
It's the same thing. So why even risk for a one-for-one trade? So this is what TIP is answering by just taking the red buff and then going back to the blue buff. But look what NU's doing. They took the red buff, now they're taking the Krugs. Now that's not going to be an equal trade. At least make some point of it matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're already there, might as well go up. But here we go, Keanu actually
Oh
getting
my
some-
goodness, this is the one-for-one trade that you do not want to do. A failed flash, first blood, and that could be a 2-for-nothing trade. Run, little guy, run! Oh, that just gotta hurt. The frostbite last stack, the match damage ended, but it would be a 2-for-1 trade. The invasion of the Jarvan was on point, but right in the mid lane, that's going to be very dangerous. Anna really trying his best to zone out Josh in the mid lane.
Yeah, not just zone out. Look at the chunk of damage right there. Just the pure range advantage coming in from this Serathir, and there's not really much Josh could do right now. So
I guess that's the power of invading the red side of the blue side's jungle. It opens you up to a really powerful start, and that gap with 2 kills could just be the turning point for NU. But right now, looks like Smite with the Sejuani lingering around the brush, waiting for the right time. Maybe an upper hand perhaps from Darius. Let's see. There it is, the Arctic Assault, and the upper hand is there with the followed by a slow from the Ice Pillar. Permafrost, one more stack should ought to do it for the... Oh, that would just be 4 stacks of Darius passive. It was the 5th stack that would have been a dead Trundle.
and there we go. It looks like he will survive yet another day. Though that is pressure in itself, as Paul Kappa is forced to make that recall. So we'll be going back to the base for the meantime. Gonna get a Doran shield to resist a little bit more of the pain that this Darius brings to the
I really love the Doran shield, and I don't know why I don't pick it up as a starting item. I love the item, but I just don't feel it.
because you know why.
You know why. We all know why. I mean, it's gonna delay your burst. But that's actually a bad point away because when you're facing off a damage over time dealing champion like Darius, it's very wise to get a Doran Shield because you can instantly regenerate whatever little damage, any type of poison damage, bleed effect can really be countered by the Doran Shield.
Right, just a small item, but there's a
Oh,
lot
look at
to
this.
there.
Oh, Jim. He does have the confidence now. He is going all in on the Trundle.
Yeah, I mean, he very well should. But looking at things right now, and Nani is actually a level up. On
Man, did you see Anna's skill shot skill? Man, that's what was on point. I
Yeah.
thought he was going to dodge that,
That
just
was
by a pixel.
exactly. You know, once you land that stun, it's just an easy full release of skills from there. And that's why, yeah, I mean, definitely having a great time.
A
against
full
the Captain.
release, easy release skill. And that's going to be a free proc for your Thunderlords.
Indeed. But nonetheless, looking at things in retrospect, Josh still doing a good job as, you know, still very much equal in the creep score game, but I can't really say the same for Paul Kappa going up against my boy Jim here in the top lane. 36-19, that's a big one.
And this is, as I heard from Uwami in Rage Esports, who did try their best to at least make it towards the PGS scene. And he did make a statement here, but looks like this will be another gang towards the top lane. Level 4, no ultimates unlocked for all champions here. Teleport will be joining in. Jim is in the scene. There's the upper hand, and another teleport coming in. That would be the full channel of the passive. Yes, that will be another kill for the TIP GG squad.
Yes, that'll be a 1-for-0. Good for Jim to have that flash,
Anna,
but looks
though,
like
again with the stun and the slow, Paul Kappa has to back away. Looks like Jim has no ultimates, but the piercing arrow from Varus, Keanu gets a kill.
man, oh man, this is a very refreshing TIP. In fact, different from the previous games that they've played thus far. I'm liking how they're playing much more to their comfort, and it's really paying off so far. 3 and 2, a lot more decisiveness from what I've previously seen from them in the last games, where they were a little bit more. I mean, they did have some good games overall in their biggest ones, but this is definitely.
This is pretty solid. After a gang towards the bot lane, they immediately go for the Drake. The Mountain Drake. This could have been done by NU. A really early Mountain Drake would have been nice,
Yeah.
but it's too risky because that thing is hard as a rock.
Yeah, but still with that dragon under the next one is Inferno. That would be.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a very explosive bot-centric game, seeing how the Drakes are being really nice, highly contested Drakes.
And if TIP manages to secure that Infernal Drake as well, I mean, the nice part here is that if you're going to look at what Drakes have been coming out thus far, the Mountain, the Infernal, they actually would have complemented National University's composition with the Trundle, with the Tristana, lots of siege potential, but at the same time, for TIP, it helps make up for what they technically lack in advantages that NU has.
Oh, this is bad news for Jim. He's not yet level 6, while Paul Kappa's level 6. He does have the level disadvantage, but he does not care.
Gets a little bit of heal on there. I'm pretty sure he's near level 6.
Now he's
There you
level
go.
6. I mean, who do you think would win? Trundle level 6 or Darius level 6?
I mean, looking at the items that the Trundle has thus far, doesn't really have much to go on here with the trade. Plus, I love the fact that Jim prioritizing that Ninja Tabi, so that's a significant reduction as far as what this Trundle could deal. Because we know for a fact that Paul Kappa, just goes for attacks.
Oh my god. Smite made a mistake, but he does make it out alive thanks to the Arctic Assault.
Yes, no pun there on my name, but looks like Jim gonna try something here.
What's that? 2 stacks. Where is the Semirage? And there is the resets and the fully stacked Darius. He'll just be taking 1 kill, but great assist from Anna. Cleansed out. That will be the petrifying gaze, and it will be Josh changing his target towards Anna. Anna, however, takes down Carnage, and now it will be Roanna joining the fight with a free stun thanks to the Brand, and now Braum, now with the assistance of Gapsu. That was actually a close call. A worthy save for a flash.
Man, that match might have come in a little bit early for Anna there, but still no casualties after that. So it is going to end in a 1-for-1. If I'm not mistaken, looking at what transpires here, yeah, I mean, this is the interesting here. Even from a range, the Sarah deals the damage, but then again, because of being stagnant, this allows Josh to get into that cut a little bit more faster here. And this is the great thing about what Josh did here. He got the stun all the way back onto Anonymous, so it definitely granted him a lot more hold, as because that could have gone a little bit more badly for Enyu, but because of that stun, it made it.
Yeah, 1v1, piercing arrow for the finishing blow! Careful, careful, that wasn't a fully stacked target there. Keanu itching for a kill, for another kill.
Not exactly the best idea considering that Tristana is still
Pretty
quite
healthy.
healthy on the monobar, especially in comparison to Keanu
Oh
here.
no,
Quite
without
low.
a flash, Keanu's very vulnerable. This is going to be bad news, but the Glacial Crimson is there for the save, forcing out a flash away from Pixelated, but now that's going to be bad trouble for the Jarvan. Anna is here, looks like no limit will be available. The stun has been used, so this would be Pixelated. Ooh, thanks for the shield. Thank you very much.
Man, I gotta say, the rotations coming in from TIP thus far are pretty fluid in my opinion. So 6 and 4 right now. I got a hand to the smite, just kind of there when needed the most. So this will result to a blue buff take away from National University, giving it to Anonymous. So looks like Josh just around the corner though, as
And this could be the first blood too.
Indeed. Is Josh gonna go for it though?
Oh
Actually,
my
it's not.
goodness, Josh should have stayed at home and just watched the fireworks. And now he will pay a heavy price giving the red buff towards Keanu. He should have just backed off. That's going to be more pressure towards the first blood turret. The first turret of the game is yet to be secured. Looks like TIP are not wasting their time. And Darius in top side choose Jim. Jim is actually pressuring the top side pretty well, so this could be TIP high chances of securing the first turret of the game.
Man, tricky.
Oh god, I think this guy's gonna die.
Is
Oh, one more stack if I'll do it. But this is in the frozen domain of the Trunkel. Very mobile, very hard to pin down. That would be also, not to mention the corrupting potion. That is a bit annoying, but right now, I guess overcommitment coming from Jim. Here comes a Carnigal for the assist with the Cataclysm lockdown, flashing away. He does make it out of life, but Carnegie, he will be just wanting that brush and letting Jim live to see another day.
Indeed. Wow, I was actually expecting that might have been his demise right there, but great apprehend into the flash, you know, that moment wherein...
Ooh, flash in for the glacial feature. Keanu will be rewarding himself with a nice kill finally, but with a KD of 412 against Rage Play Rush on the virus. I have never seen this before. Have you?
Yeah, I mean, not as much, but then again...
It does make sense.
It does.
Because he wants to stack up his blights really quickly.
And yeah, overall, it's working in his favor. I gotta say, 4-1-2 on this Varius against Tristana along with the Lulu of all champions.
Oh, and this is going to be a first turret of the game. TIP showing a surprise build towards NU.
Yeah.
The Ginsu Rage Rush on the virus does work for the Blight stacks, but right now, things looking bad for Anna. He does not get petrified. Ooh, petrifying gaze for the save. However, he does out damage thanks to the cleanse. And now it will be a 1-for-1 trade. Josh will be taken down by Smite.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I gotta say, this is just...
The cleanse was really game-changing. Oh, and now TIP aiming for the Infernal Dragon.
And this is what I've been talking about right here. If they secure this dragon, this will just really help to make up for what deficiencies their composition has.
Oh my goodness, this is a different TIP. They are so aggressive. They don't even care. Exhaust the support so I can stack up your passive. But looks like they will be changing their focus towards Infernal. That's bad news. The Jarvan is very nearby. In top side, that would be... Oh... Jim and Kappa. Who wins? It would be the Darius.
Wow, I gotta say, it's quite refreshing to watch TIP here. To be honest, I was actually expecting that this might have been NU's game, just based on the games that we've seen thus far, because TIP, it's undeniable, they've had a few games wherein they struggled, but NU as well, there's a lot of stellar games that they've had thus far, so it's somewhat refreshing to see that my prediction for this game in particular just kind of going south.
And next Drake will be Mountain. This is TIP's, wow, Anna really knows. He is inside Josh's mind, saying he's going to go left, he's going to go right. And sometimes Josh actually walks into the stun.
Exactly.
And so this is TIP's comfort zone, comfort champions, picks, playstyle, plus the Drakes are in their favor. Things are looking pretty good. Smooth sailing for TIP and not for NU. However, they do have a chance. Like they do have a Cassiopeia and a Tristana. I don't think that Virus will be even that useful, but here comes another petrifying gaze onto Anna. This could be the tipping point where Anna gets a kill. 3, 2, 1, may up for that's gonna be bad news. Abyssal Mask perhaps.
Anna has to be a bit more careful.
I think Josh is going for the Abyssal Mask, seeing that he did pick up the Megatron Cloak and the Catalyst. Interesting, Abyssal Mask.
And look, like,
Boy, you're not getting anywhere. Apprehended, and the dunk will not happen. So maybe onto the Jarvan. Let's see. That'll be 3v1. Instead, generously gives it to Keanu for the double kill.
man, teamwork is right there for TIP. But I gotta say that was quite efficient.
If that was me, I would just take it away. But this is a team effort. So Jim knows what's up. He knows that Keanu has to get all the gold. Very generous.
Yeah, and not only that, it was quite efficient for TIP here because not only were they able to halt Carnegie from getting this Rift Herald, but at the same time, you got the double kill and are going to get this Rift Herald for themselves. Teleport coming in for Jim towards bot though.
Oh, they do not want to give anything towards NU. We're going to take all your turrets, all the Drakes, and you just have to sit and watch.
Ooh!
Nice dunk there by Braum. I gotta say, Rowana doing a really good job with that Braum, but I think Jim kind of wasted his teleport there. He just delayed the inevitable. But right now, Kappa will be making away thanks to the Frozen Domain speed boost.
I gotta say, I'm very impressed by how Keanu has been playing this Varus thus far.
Look at that, piercing arrow. Oh, that is just complete.
Man, and look at this pressure
demolition.
across the board.
Oh wow, TIP. Top, mid, everywhere. And you can't even react because Kappa is dead. Carnegie is like, I don't know where to go anymore. And the bot lane just came back from pushing the turret. And so far, looks like the Cataclysm is not yet available. Quarter cooldown so far, not yet. And this would be Keanu freely taking away the top lane inner turret.
This is a very awkward position that NU has found himself in. Because if anything, if you're going to look at their composition, with the Trundle, with the Tristana, they technically have so much siege potential, but not even, just only one turret to their name here as far as what they've managed to push. And overall, from what we're seeing here, because of the lead that TIP has right now, 6,000, actually no, leading towards the 7,000 goal difference, 14 and 6 on the scoreboard. It actually forces NU in a position wherein they're pressured and are only forced to respond and see what opportunities of pickoff that they can, assuming that they actually do manage to find a member of TIP isolated from the rest of the team. So, man, NU definitely quite awkward right now. Very pressured.
Especially Paul Kappa, his KD is 051, 118 CS for the Darius.
And not a single item completed.
Oh yeah, this what happens when you go for the Tiamat, then the Trinity Force. This is a very expensive path that you have to invest on, and the fact that he's behind by so much gold compared to the Darius and the CS difference just proves harder for this Trundle to bounce back.
And what's tricky here for Paul Kappa is that if there's somewhat of an undecisiveness with what he wants to go here thus far. Although technically, all these items do complement the Trundle. It's just that looking at...
This could be a flash, but they were spotted by a ward. This is going to be backfired. TIP's plan backfires, but the damage from Anna may just make up from it. Here it comes, the artillery shots from Anna and Keanu from the backline, just free hitting for the cleanup. And this could be a delete and a shutdown distributed. Thank you very much.
But while the rest of NU is distracted, look at Jim just pushing out this top inhibitor. So that's definitely some level of pressure.
And he has the Mountain Drake too.
Indeed. And that wasn't so bad. 3 for 2 in favor of National University in terms of kills, but as far as the value of what TIP could potentially get, gets the top inhibitor turret to less than half of its health. So I'd say that's definitely quite worth it.
Almost 90 minutes into the game, kill score 16-9. Baron will be live in 42 seconds. Mountain Drake in 12 seconds. This is going to be very dangerous because if ever TIP does get the Mountain Drake again, this will be their second Mountain Drake. More damage to objectives like Baron, and the Baron's going to be alive, so this is going to be TIP really eyeing that Mountain Drake.
Indeed. There we go, the Mountain Drake. Gonna get started out here by Josh, but no, actually won't go for pursuit.
Looks like Paul Kappa does have his teleport ready, but here's a replay to see what has happened.
Yeah, what I'm kind of disappointed here is that Rwanda went for the knockup on the one member. Ideally, if he went for the 3-man, I feel like this fight would have gone a little bit more differently and probably would have granted a lot more room here for Keanu to actually, you know, take down an extra member of NU here. But nonetheless, still a 2 for 3, not so bad. Doesn't really set TIP back that much as far as what lead they have right now.
Look at the effort of NU investing so much to this mountain because this is all in. If they lose the mountain, they may lose the Mountain Drake. And if they lose everything right now, this could be game set. And TIP may just send a powerful message to these other enemies. And look at that long range stun, and that is going to be the Mountain Drake.
That is going to be such a potential siege from TIP, especially considering that if you're going to look at their composition, they're not really a super siegey composition in comparison to NU. So, with a double Mountain Drake plus Infernal, that kind of remedies some of the disadvantages that they have here versus National University.
Oh, this is very awkward for Paul Kappa. Tiamat Machine, Giant Spell, his itemization is all over the place, and now here it comes, a cleanse by Josh. He does get knocked up. Great teamwork, great synergy, and the Glacial Prison is there for the slow, but it'll be Keanu. Keanu taking the kill, and now possibly this is going to be taken out really quickly. This is the Baron. Maybe the Baron will be up. Let's see if they might go for the Baron because I would say Josh is gone. They are going to be meeting in the jungle.
20 seconds left here before it comes up. They will have to TNT though.
Ooh boy.
Ooh, Smite.
Cataclysm available, but no flash for Connor G. It looks like Pixelated does not even have his Buster Shot, has the flash. And after Gapsu has the Wild Growth or Rapid Growth.
I'm not sure if Baron might be the best call here for the meter. Sure, they do have a lead, but it just leaves a lot of space here for tight Cataclysm into a heavy stun from Cassiopeia if they're two grouped up together. But looks like because of the double Mountain Drake, man, look at how fast that
Look
went
how
down.
fast that just happened. I mean, not even a full minute. Not even wasting time. This could be the last clash. Looks like that's going to be an instant knockdown, instant delete for Carnegie with Jim getting the reset and zoning out. Pixelated gets the dunk, gets a lot of damage, and two-man apprehend, and that's going to be the double, and another double for Rana, and that's going to be one member left. Pixelated is the only one alive, and this could possibly be the, of course, I mean, who am I kidding? That's the case.
Man, oh man, TIP is on fire right now. But that's the ace, and that was only a 5 for 1. So that's absolutely insane here. Plus the Baron to complement that. And double Mountain Drake, Infernal Drake. I mean, it's a vacation for TIP right now.
And the next Drake will be Cloud just for a consolation prize, and this is going to be NU losing perhaps the they will be not going for the inhibitor. Oh yeah, obviously, look at that. Pixelated will be live in 4 seconds, but Keanu will be dishing in on more turrets. But let us see the replay at the Baron.
Yeah, looking at the replay here, Teleport coming in from the tunnel to go for the response here, but I gotta hand it to Jim. Instantly takes down Carnegie. Plus, he does a great job at zoning out the rest of the members of NU while they take down Paul Kappa. And overall, upon just changing, double kill for Jim there. So it's just really TIP milling down through and really playing their composition to the T. Because of the lead that they've had, it's just really all coming together and working in their favor. Job well done.
Job well done in terms of macro and the Drakes. Now all objectives fall under TIP. They have 2 Drakes, 1 Infernal, 1 Baron still up. This could be a really good game for TIP. Whereas NU, what can they do? What are they doing wrong at this point? Why aren't they bouncing back? They have a Tristana, they have a Cassiopeia. This could be the moment that they can come back, but because of the objective loss, they can't even properly siege because that turret is just nothing to TIP.
No, not at all. 22 and 10 right now. Goal deficit. Man, oh man. Wait, I need to check my math here real
You
quick.
need a calculator?
No, 12,000. 12,000. More than 12,000 right there. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. 24
Yeah,
minutes
almost
to go.
12,000 gold lead. Nearing at least 13,000 perhaps. But so if you want to round it off, that's going to be 12,000. But so far, Inhibitor will be taken down by TIP. And you can't even do anything so far.
No,
You
not
just
at
have
all.
to watch and see their base burn to the ground.
They're just really choking out National University as there goes Inhibitor number
Last
1.
clash maybe. Ooh, nice Cataclysm, but where's the damage? No damage. Anna just deletes that jumper like it was nothing. Pixelated did take out Roana, but Jim is there for the continuous DPS. Pixelated is the only one alive, and this is going to be game set. TIP facing off against the NU. They achieve what they wanted to. Tell them a message that, hey, we don't always need Genie. We just need a proper composition. We need a comfort picks. We need to stay in how we want to play, and that's how they won this game.
Congratulations, Technological Institute of the Philippines garnering their first win in the Metro West Conference.
Congratulations again to TIP. Despite the rough start they have, they were able to bounce back. And kudos to NU, they did have a good game so far, but when it comes to the objective, the Baron, everything just fell apart. Especially the fact that the Varus got the Rage Blade first. That was pretty much cheese right there, and it worked for them. And that's going to be their end game. And let's go to the end game stats.
There we go.
And later to the total damage dealt. So far, we're going to be seeing that looking at Paul Kappa, he did suffer heavy casualties.
Yes, there we go. So across the board, with the exception of Smite and Roana, KDAs are pretty much on point here. Keanu, I gotta say, man, that Varus was such a pleasure to watch in this game here. I think ultimately there's
Lana
definitely
stepping up.
Yeah, definitely stepping up there. And there's definitely a lot of deficiencies with how National University drafted this that technically shouldn't have gone as wrong as it should. But because of how proactive TIP was and really got things going early on, GG well played. Wow, that was really... Anything can happen in the LCL, I gotta say. I was really expecting that National University had this, but boy, was I proven wrong.
So there you guys have it. That has been the game between TIP versus NU, with TIP securing a very convincing victory against NU, especially Anna really stepping up, dealing more damage, really literally just deleting the Jarvan before he engages. But there you guys have it. That has been the last game of today's stream. Thank you so much for supporting the LCL. If you want to check out the Facebook page, it's Garena LOL Collegiate League. Search in the Facebook, it will pop out, or hashtag LCLPH. We have been the Shoutcasters. I am Vulcan, and with me was Arctic. See you guys on the next stream. There is the Semirage, and there is the resets, and the fully stacked Darius. He'll just be taking 1 kill, but great assist from Anna. Cleansed out, that will be the petrifying gaze, and it will be Josh changing his target towards Anna. Anna, however, takes down Carnage, and now it will be Roana joining the fight with a free stun thanks to the Brand, and now Braum, now with the assistance by a ward. It's going to be backfired. TIP's plan backfires, but the damage from Anna may just make up from it. Here it comes, the artillery shots from Anna and Keanu from the backline, just free hitting for the cleanup, and this could be a delete and a shutdown distributed. Thank you very much. Could be the last flash of the fight. That's going to be an instant knockdown, instant delete for Carnegie, with Jim getting the reset and zoning out. Pixelated gets the dunk, gets a lot of damage, and 2-man apprehend, and that's going to be the double, and another double for Anna, and that's going to be 1 member left. Flash maybe. Ooh, nice Cataclysm, but where's the damage? No damage. Anna just deletes that jumper like it was nothing. Pixelated did take out Roana, but Jim is there for the continuous DPS. Pixelated is the only one alive, and this is going to be game set. TIC stating how we want to play, and that's how they won this game.
Congratulations, Technological Institute of the Philippines, garnering their first win in the Metro West Conference.
Congratulations again.
Not enough Garena shells to buy the latest League of Legends skin? On sale now? Get shells anytime, anywhere with your Globe or Touch mobile number. Go to gamer.com.ph and sign up with your mobile number and enter the verification code you will receive via SMS. Log in and choose the game and pin you want. Check out to purchase the pin with your load or through your postpaid account and receive the pin on your phone instantly. Never miss a sale on your favorite League of Legends skins and champions with Gamer.